for your homework assignment for these lectures, I want you to go back to your alien, and you can go back to your static alien or your moving alien if you want. And I want you to add 5 of these key press switches. So use keys in a cluster like A, S, D, F, G, or whatever. It's just some, as long as the keys are close to each other. And I want you to make some changes with these key presses to your alien. So some of these key changes can be really kind of simple, just like, changing the colors of things, changing the shapes, stuff like that. But then I'd like you to practice the things we've talked about before and make something generative. So, like this one has a fire blaster, or you could have, so it also has some like energy rocket. So this is just using random, and the other is just having our shape move off the screen. And then finally, you're going to add some text onto the page and have the text just explain which keys to use and what they do. So I'll go through and I'll show you like a couple of past student examples of ones that I think were pretty successful. So this one here, by the way, they get cut off because I'm viewing these on my laptop, but if you view them on a desktop, you should be able to see everything. This one here, so he's using his moving alien, and there's a little P mouse X there, so you can see the mouses, or the face and everything is like dragging. Let's see if I can remember. Okay, so Q just changes the color of his fire. W changes his smile. Easier to see if I don't move. R gives him a top hat. E gives him a baton. And then instead of a key, I actually used a mouse click. So now for mouse click, and you can see like there's a little action that's happening at the end of his baton. It's kind of like little fire exploding. Okay, so that was kind of a fun example to see using the moving alien. This one over here, so he was pretty ambitious. He did a lot of stuff. So we have our kind of static things. We have Q, takes off his mask. W gives him a top hat, and changes the facial expression. And we can just do some like basic changing of color. But then this is where he gets really creative and this wasn't a requirement, but it was just something he wanted to add, and it makes a nice portfolio piece. Changing the backgrounds. So he did a whole bunch of different keys, brought back the fading stars, and then each one of these numbers in the 3 through 9 gives us random planets. We have all that fading stuff that's happening. And we can go all the way through until we get to 9, and then 0 brings us back to our default space, and we can just go back and forth. So that's a really fun example. And over here, again, just a nice example of, you can see how the text looks and everything. I'll just show you a couple of, so his rockets, again, those are pretty cool. Adding some different things. So some things can be just sort of changing color, not as exciting, but make sure that you have something kind of generative or bringing back some other things like random, like we've done for the past examples. This person, again, it's being cut off because it's because of the way maybe I can zoom. There we go. If I zoom out on my browser, now I can see the whole thing. Okay, so press A and we switch to see the moon that's showing up in the background. And S opens up his cape, the vampire. And let's see, D changes his facial expression. And F changes the thing here. And R makes him go to sleep, puts him in a coffin. So, and even this, if you can tell, it has a little bit of random on it. So that's a pretty cool example as well. Everything goes back and forth on the keys. So these are the switches. And this one, so we have this little cute alien. We're going to make him angry. Ooh, he got mad now. That was W. And now S. S actually puts him right into a spaceship, and now he can move. Originally on W, he couldn't move. He was static. So now with S, there he is. I'm making him angry again. Q, let's see. So Q just made like, it looks like he's operating something on one side, and then E, he has another little button on the other side. And let's see, if I left click, oh, now I get like his laser beams or whatever, something like that. Left click again, it makes it go away. All right. So I really do want it to be on 5 different keys. I am showing you a couple examples where students it added mouse press, which is fine as long as they're still acting like the button. So in other words, I click on left click and it gets the laser beams, and I click and the laser beams go away. Same thing like in what we've been doing for the key press. Okay, So that's homework assignment. If you feel like you might need, if you had a very, very simple alien, you might need to go back and add a little bit to it. But if I had said it was okay, then feel free just to use your original alien. Again, it could be the static or the moving one and have some fun with it.